Welcome, everyone. This is Lexi Overton. I'm so happy to have you join me for Mind Over Law Mindset Mastery. Tonight, we're talking all about the power of our impact. And as lawyers, it's really important that we're impactful with our words and our actions, with our clients, with opposing counsel, with the judge, and even in our personal lives. We want to be impactful with our partners and our children. And the art of being impactful requires that we be present. And it's really hard in today's time when we're so distracted in so many different ways. But presence within yourself is the very first key to having impact with anyone else. And tonight I'm going to talk about 3 different ways that we can be present and really deepen the impact that we are having with our presence in our world. And the first way is presence within yourself. So this is about, what do you bring to the table? What are you bringing into your week? What energy are you bringing into your day, into each meeting, and into each moment? The act of being present is, in a sense, it's really just a meditation without meditating. It's a stillness, but the stillness actually has or comes from some type of action. And the action is breathing, witnessing, and releasing, and breathing again. And this simple cycle can profoundly change the way we experience our world. So how do we stay present? The first thing is to recognize that even though we keep trying, we really can only do one thing at a time. So we should choose what that one thing is and do it wholeheartedly. Most of our time is spent in the past or the future rather than the present moment. And we end up just passing through the moment on the way to somewhere else. And in doing so, we miss the moment. And that's our choice. We can control that. So the cycle, again, for the first important key, which is presence within yourself, is to have presence or awareness, witness, and release. And it all starts by taking a breath. The breath is constant with us. It's always there. And so right now you can simply take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the nose. When we breathe out through our mouth, it actually triggers just a slight anxiety response, which increases the heart rate and it redirects our blood flow. That's why you'll rarely see elite runners panting. And in martial arts, the participants sometimes will train with a mouthful of water for hours, because it's about teaching to breathe out of the nose. So a slow release of breath through the nose has the opposite effect of mouth breathing, and it draws a relaxation response. So for a moment, we're going to practice presence within ourselves, this formula of awareness, witness, and release. So let's do that again, and just follow the breath by taking a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And for a few moments, I'm just going to let you witness your own breath entering and exiting, and how the body responds to when the breath comes in and when it's released. And if you haven't already, go ahead and just close your eyes on the next out breath. It helps you to deepen your awareness and your presence within. Continue just to follow the breath. And with your eyes remaining closed, we're going to move on to the witness part. Practicing being a witness, and just bring the awareness to the top of your head and begin to allow your awareness to scan down the spine. And what you're going to do is just follow the body all the way down the spine, all the way to your feet, and just be aware, be a witness to what is here. If there's tightness or tension, or if there's any emotion here, tiredness or anxiety, or however it is that you feel as you're beginning to start your week, maybe it's excitement, just bringing the view of the witness of whatever is here. And now we'll move on to the third step of releasing, which is that if there's anything here that you want to let go of, you can, and just use your breath as a vehicle to do that. So if there's tightness in the body anywhere, on your next in-breath, just breathe gently into that space. And on your exhale through the nose, just allow that to release. Same thing with any energy of any emotion. You can breathe it up and release it out. And the final step is just to repeat again. So we're back to awareness, just following and presence of following the breath in and out for a few more moments. Nothing else to do but to follow the breath in through the nose and exhale through the nose. Beautiful. And you can continue and just sit with your eyes closed if you want while you listen to me talk until there's time for you to write something down, or you can gently open the eyes now. So we begin with, we know that everything begins with us. What is the presence that we have? What are we bringing to the table? What are we bringing into our day? The second way that you can deepen the impact in your life is presence with others. And we may think that we're often present with people when we're talking to them, but especially as lawyers, usually when clients come into our office, the first thing that we're doing is trying to analyze what they're saying so we can figure out how we're going to help them or what the problem is. And that means that the mind is thinking and you're not truly present with them. And I want you to think about your week. And maybe it's a particular client or a new client that you want to do this with, or maybe it's your best friend that you want to do this with, or your spouse, or a partner. But I want you to pick someone to practice this exercise of presence with. And the difference is, instead of listening to see what the next thing is for you to say or the next action to take, is that you begin by truly being present with them. And I think of this as like looking in the eyes of someone and holding a space where you are pulling all of your energy behind your eyes and giving that energy to them and holding the space for whatever it is that they bring into it. If you do this with the intention of being present and someone is talking and you start to pull all of your energy into being completely present with them, you'll find it's almost like a party trick, because they'll start to be like, what just happened? They may stop talking. Like, they feel the difference in your presence. So practice this with someone this week. Write a name down of someone that you could practice it with. Well, you're not going to tell them. It's just you practicing presence. You could do it with everyone that you meet, but at least try it with one person. And your intent is to be really present and to listen. You're listening with your eyes, and you're listening with your ears, and you're listening really with the presence of your heart of like, what is the energy here? What is not being said? As often people can't really say what they want to, but their energy will tell you if you're completely present with them, and it will change the impact that you have. It's a lot different to be present in that way from checking your text message while your client is telling you something or your friend is telling you something. There's a difference in the presence and the energy that you give, because you allow for them to be completely whoever they are in the moment. So that would be my challenge to you for the second part of deepening your impact. You will find that if you do this with your clients, they will have less complaints, because they will feel like you were present with them, that you understood, and it really won't matter about your words. The third way that we can bring impact into our lives is to have presence with intention. So I often talk about having awareness, which awareness is presence, but also focus. And focus is our intention. And so you can have intentional presence. For a moment, I'm going to invite you to, again, just to close your eyes and follow your breath just in and out for a moment. And I want you to allow yourself just to let your mind float over your week. And what is before you this week? What experiences you will have? What is the way that you want the week to go? How do you want to create in your life this week? And as you see the experiences come in, I want you to set an intention. So what is the focus? What is the intention that you want to bring into your week? This is a powerful way to deepen your presence. You're choosing what your presence will be, the energy that you bring. So for me this week, I'm going to allow that word to come in, and I'll share it with you when it does. I think my word is open. Just really want to be open to my experiences this week. Allow yourself just to have a few moments just to allow your word. What is your intention? What do you want your presence to be? And as the word comes to you, I want you to just allow to come to your mind what are one or two ways that you could really increase your intention. So for me, my question would be, what are the ways that I could really be open this week? How could I do that? And don't force the answer, just allow your mind to receive. And whenever you want, you can write that down. Great. And so I encourage you that before you begin your day, maybe when you open your eyes in the morning and you're in that place where you're just waking up, that you think about what you've chosen to be your intention for the day. And you could review your day and how you can bring that presence forth and just see what comes to you before you place your feet on the ground. And at the end of the day, it's really important for us to check in because this is all about practicing. We're not going to get it perfect, but the more that you check in with yourself, the easier having this kind of awareness and presence is. So you could ask yourself at the end of the day, so for me, the question would be, was I open today? What ways was I open to the experiences that I had and to the people that I spent time with? And in which ways was I not? Not to be judgmental, but just so that you can see the ways that maybe you could change that the following day. Such a gift to yourself to be present and such a gift to others. And you will find that you will change your impact in your world. I hope you have a present, purposeful, beautiful week. Thank you for joining me.